Well, isn't that just a big pain in the... What in the heck is happening? Well, I think my truck's flooded. So welcome back to DrainSim, where today we have to rescue that convenience store over there. And well, I could see the barriers didn't really do much, did they? Okay, let's go look around. Hold on, look for drains. Maybe there's some storm drains in here. Wait, where did all this water come from? Like normally there's like a source or something. This is massive. And hold on, here we go. There are storm drains here, so let's start with those. Also, if you guys want to see some more DrainSim on the channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Oh, and do forget my voice today. I woke up with a sinus infection. Yay. Just what I wanted. You know what? This is going to make my sickness better by doing this. There we go. That's satisfying. All right, let's hit these first. So how many are there? There's one there. Okay, here's another one. And there's a third one here. So this should take care of a lot of the water here in the main area. Oh my goodness. The convenience store. This is so deep. What the heck? Hold on. Can I actually go into it? Oh, buddy, I can. Look at this. You might have a slight leak. Hold on. I hear something in here. Doesn't it sound like water's like pouring in somewhere? Hold on. I should have brought my wrench. I feel like there's a pipe or something in here that's leaking. Okay, we got to grab all the tools here. Let's get a generator. I actually bought an additional pump, and I have two of these inflatable bad boys. Let's get a Mark II, and let's get two Mark Is. Okay, look around. Oh, there's the leak. Okay, so let's repair this real quick. So get this taken care of. Okay, there we go. That's going to help a lot. All right, so no more water's coming out of there. How do we get all this out of here, though? I think it's just going to be the power of the pumps. You guys don't happen to have like some sort of like drain over here, do you? Like that would be really lovely. Okay, so I don't see a drain on this side. So this truck area, this counts as an area, right? It doesn't actually show that there's water in here, but obviously there is. And I think I need to get it back over. So we'll get one of these working real quick right here. There we go. Turn that on. Turn that on. Actually, I might be a little too deep, huh? Let's set this up here. There we go. Can't be flooding the pumps. There it is. And boom, and click. There it goes. All right, so that's going to start flowing across. And this water is going to go into those storm drains, so that's good. Why do I feel like there's more storm drains in here? Hold on. Keep looking. Ah, bingo. So I think the big problem is going to be definitely the convenience store, but I think with enough pumps, we got this. We already shut off the problem, which was the water pipe in there. So here's the fun thing. Unless there's some storm drains down that I can't see, I think I'm going to have to move this water over here into these. That way we can drain the convenience store. That's going to be a pain in the rear end. Okay, can I set this bad boy like right here? There we go. Let's go ahead. I wonder if I'm going to need any of the inflatables. I don't think so. So let's move this as deep as I can. And then we're going to move this up here. So that's going to drain into this one. So this will start the process, but I think we're going to need maybe one inside because there's a shelf in there that's kind of blocking off the area. There we go. Turn that one on. And this one's on. There we go. We're moving a lot of water now. So yeah, I got to let this level go down. Wait, what just cleared? Oh, was it the truck? Yeah, okay. The truck's clear. So we can move this pump now. All right. We're bringing in the whole army of pumps. Let's go ahead and we'll do this one maybe here. And then we'll run it into, where's the nearest storm drain? Is it clogged up already? I don't want to overload just the one, but I think I'm going to have to divert it over here. So let's move this here. And boom, check that out. All right, so that one's going to start moving that water. It's just going to take a little bit of time here. A little bit of waiting. You know, I could set a generator right here. I don't know how that's balancing, but that works. All right, so that's flowing out into there. Looks nice. Okay, we're going to have to go for a little swim here. Okay, look for drains. Wait, what's this? Am I supposed to have this on or off? You would think that's pretty dangerous, right? Try to turn that on. So I need to lower the water. I wonder if there's something in there that I can use. Wait a minute. Is there another area over here? Oh, buddy. Okay. Oh, this is really bad too. Hold on. Any more storm drains? No. All right, this has got to be another pump. Okay, so we're going to move this over into maybe here. And then I should be able to reach this generator here. All right, that's going to take a while to go down. Hold on. You can't tell me there's not, like, at least one storm drain over here. Wow, what the heck were they doing? Maybe there's one back here? Nope, not that I can see. So this is going to have to be a pump. Hey, we're seeing progress here. Like, this is going down a lot. Hold on. There was a storm drain. Here it is. Make sure these bad boys are clear. Let's go ahead and hit it real quick. Totally missed it there. There we go. Keep that flow going. Hold on. Look, right there. There's a drain over here. What is this? Oh, it's a covert. Hold on. I can dig this out. This will help with the flow of water. I feel like this is gonna have to be done a different way. So this thing is like a super drain. As soon as it gets low enough, I'll be able to dig it out. It'll start to run water out. So what I think we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to divert the water this way. So the storm drains can only handle so much. And I feel like a lot of the flood is actually going back into there. But if I divert the water, so we need to clear this area out first, clear the culvert out, move the drains over to here, and then we should be good. I just hope all my pumps hold up. We really need those Mark III pumps. I'm excited to unlock those soon. Okay, so we got that. You know, I could speed this process up if I wanted. Here, let's grab this one, and then let's move it over here. There we go. All right, so as soon as we can dig out that culvert. Wait, is there another one on the other side? Hold on. There might be one over here. Am I supposed to? Oh, I'm supposed to clear this out too. Gosh darn it. Okay, this is fine. We just got to get a system going here. So this one's going to need to be moved over to here because we got to start clearing this one out. You know, it'd be nice if one of these had like a storm drain. Oh, there we go. There's one area there. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug you up here. Get you working. There we go. Hold on. I think it's starting to work. I want to get up. Oh, yeah. You can see the water flowing towards it. It'll become stronger, I think, once we move more of this out. So this is good. This is really good. See, we have a whole system working here. I mean, it looks a little bit janky and maybe like I would shock myself eventually, but it's a thing. Oh, look at that flow. That is nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this one out. We're going to divert this back, working like maybe down here. Get it working on the convenience store. And hold on. I thought of something. If I have it work over here, can I... Oh, that works. There we go. We'll start putting this water down into there. I'm a freaking genius. Look at that working. Now, is there another one of these on the map? That's a good question. I need to go search around. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just using a hand vac to try to unflood this whole area. We need to get that power on because it's getting dark out here, but we got to catch up. If I can get this area done here and then work on the other side, there's not water flowing in here, right? No, I don't think there is. Okay, so we have a big issue. So I noticed this roadside lot wasn't going down. Well, look up here. There's water. It's coming from the hill back here. I'm going to need to block this off. This is slowing the progress of the whole area because it floods down into here and it eventually gets down into this area. So I need inflatables. Hold on. This isn't an issue over here, is there? There's not like water coming from the back. It's also really dark. I don't think so. I think this one's fine. Thankfully, I've got two of these bad boys right here. So let's grab these. Let's grab another pump. So I've got to block the water from coming up here and going downhill. And then eventually we'll get to work on the convenience store. Can I walk behind these barriers? No, I can't. So I've got to go from here all the way down to here. This should direct the water into the culvert now. I might have to relocate. Hold on. Can I do this? I think I can. Oh, did that connect? Okay, I think that connected. Okay, turn that on. All right, that should... Where did my... Okay, my giant inflatable just disappeared. That's not good. Well, thankfully, I brought a second one. I was maybe going to need two of these, though. That's the problem. Okay, so that's going to start to inflate there. And that should direct the water down into here. Okay, so it's time to move all the pumps down towards the side here. And let's get on this area here. We got to drain this whole freaking parking lot. Hey, would you look at that? The power works now. So we got this drained enough. It's slowly working. Hold on, there's drains in here. Oh my goodness. That's a juicy opportunity right there. There we go. All right, so there were storm drains around here. So this is going to slowly start to empty the store out. I've got 4 pumps over there just working overtime to try to clear this. Hold on, does the other side have a drain? Bingo, look at that drain right here. So I can divert what's inside the store into these drains. I think that'll be fine. Hold on, do we have more back here? Ooh, this back lot is pretty deep. But once again, there's a storm drain back here. Hold on, can I open the rear door? You know, that would probably be useful to help drain the inside of the property. Okay, my pumps are still running good. Show you guys what this looks like over here. We're kind of flooding this area, but once you stop with the pumps, it should be good. Hold on, let's make sure this is completely opened up here. Maximum water flow. So does that mean the water's coming out of the... It should be coming out of the convenience store. Yeah, look at the flow coming out. You can see it coming out into the drain right here. So does that mean the whole thing is draining, though? Hold on, look for... Yeah, water movement. It looks like it's all moving out. Like, even here, this isn't blocking. I was afraid these 2 shelves would block this back area, but that is not the case. Now, if only I could open this door. That would help a lot. Okay, I'm gonna pull 2 of these pumps because they're about to become ineffective. So let's do that. Let's pull this generator, and we're gonna move these down to the convenience store and start to pump out the inside of it. Let me set this up maybe on the counter here. And this is just to speed the water up. Like, it is already going out on its own, but I wanted to go faster. Okay, so we're going all hands on deck here. I'm gonna move all the generators inside the store. Let's get this all moving out, maybe about right there. So we want a pump that's gonna be in here, and this is gonna dump out to the main area. At least I think this is gonna work. All right, so we'll plug you up. And there it goes. It's gonna start moving into there. It doesn't move back this way, does it? You know, if I do another pump right here, I should be able to move it into the main area where I've got 2 more pumps working. All right, so if we do one right here and then move this out into here. There we go. Yeah, that's satisfying. And then I'll just manually suck up the water out the back here to help this one. There we go. Is this store on an angle or something? Hold on. Go back into here. This should almost be done. Okay, wait for the supply room to clear out here. Any second now. I think we're getting a little bit of water coming from the front. Okay, there it goes. That's clear. Service corridor. So I guess I can move this over here. Oh, I did not mean to dump that in here. This is fine. Okay, so if I now put this in here and then have it flow out into here, that should work. There we go. No, I am getting flow back into here. Okay, so this pump needs to go for a while. And I think I need to move it forward. It can dump further out, so we'll have it move way out here. There we go. Okay, the service corridor is almost completely sucked out. Let's move this water here. I finally fixed the issue where the water was flowing back into the store, which was a no-no. So we've almost saved this area. Almost. So yeah, you can see on the left side, that's what I have left. And once we stop the water from coming out of the store, the front parking lot should definitely drain itself, I believe. There we go. Service corridor is done. Okay, so let's keep that one running there. Okay, shopping area is clean. Look at that. All right, just need these front storm drains to keep working. Where else do I need to? Hold on, let's check up here. So this has definitely got some water in it still. So can I set this up on this? Oh, I can. Yeah, I've got water flowing down from the top. It's not like super bad, but it's still enough to cause an inconvenience for this lot. So let's get this one drained in here. Hopefully losing that buoy earlier doesn't hurt us. Because like I said, there is water coming from there. It's not too bad, but I think I got it flowing down. Okay, the back lot is almost drained. I just freed up the drains once again back there. The front lot's getting there. We're still pumping some water out. Actually, I don't think these are necessary anymore. Hold on, let's turn this off real quick. We need to move this to an important spot. So let's grab our Mark II pumps. I think we're good down here in the shopping area. I've got to try to fix this area up here because this is going to cause some issues. There's a random bit of like water flow over here. And it's actually kind of annoying because I can't do another pump. So if I put this one here and then I just put this one maybe right here and then divert it down here, I should be able to move this water out enough. Not gonna lie, I'm a little concerned. Why is this roadside lot number 2 not going down? Is it really where the inflatable is? Hold on, we're gonna have to redo this. Okay, so can I deflate this? Hold to deflate. That's gonna, wait, is it the water that's in the inflatable that's counting? This area is puzzling me because it's not moving water-wise. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so maybe I need to reposition this thing. I feel like I need 2 of these, like one here and one here to stop the water flow, but my one shot through the world, so that's the thing. And when I hit like reset tools, it doesn't reappear. So that's a bit of an issue, is it not? Okay, so if I block it like maybe this, does this maybe direct it the way it needs to be? There's a trick to this. Oh, my thing disappeared again. Oh no. Oh, okay, if I hit reset all tools, can I have that back? No, you don't get it back. Wait, what is this? Oh no, maybe I could still clear it. Here, you go into here. Maybe if I just overwhelm the area with pumps, it'll eventually clear. That's the problem. You see this? There's water flowing into here. I can't block it off with the barrier anymore because my barrier's disappeared. And now some might ask, is it back at the truck? No, it's actually not. So I feel like I'm getting hit with a technicality here, and it's not going to allow me to clear the level. By the way, the front lot's almost drained. Oh, there it goes. All right, front lot's drained. So we're literally at roadside lot 2. Let me make sure it hasn't reset my inflatables. No, we have no inflatables. Maybe I can move the water. Oh, wait, I've got one more. Oh, my goodness, this might save the level. This has been a pain in the rear. Like, everything is clear except for this one lot. And this one lot's being weird because there's a little bit of water flowing down from the top. So I can't clear it out. Maybe if I just do it down here. Maybe it's not flowing up. Maybe it just needs to be from like here all the way over to here. And then I can hook you up to a pump like that. There it goes. It's also getting dark here. I'm just hoping I can clear this level. This is like, we're so freaking close. Here, I'm gonna try to move some water with the squeegee. Okay, we've almost got the roadside lot number 2 clean. This should finish the level, and there it goes. We have gotten paid. Wow, $1,200, nice. All right, so I can't afford any of the fancy pumps. I can get one more Mark II. Actually, it'd probably be good to buy a generator. Buy one of those and even just buy a basic pump. So the next mission that is coming up, hold on, let me show you guys this. Hold on, let's load the truck up real quick. Make sure we got all those doohickeys. We got a farm, and oh my goodness, this looks like it's gonna be a pain in the rear end. So if you guys want to see this level, let me know down in the comment section below. I think we're gonna have to do a bit of digging here because it looks like there's some water coming up from the mountains. That's great.